Hello, everybody. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game 2 of MTS versus 5v5. Mid. Something, something. And we're going to get into...
Real Men 5v5 mid.
Thank you.
Radiant team back.
I wish they would put their name
I know.
instead of Radiant, so I'm just going to call them Radiant.
All right.
Because if you can't tag yourself properly, I'm not going to say your name properly. But they are Real Men 5v5 mid.
Absolutely brutal.
Anyways.
All right.
10 seconds remaining.
We hyped up Shark Stick's Clockwork in the lobby, so maybe we'll ban it this time.
Remaining.
We saw it in Game 1 as well. I think I could see a respect ban coming. It was really just the one hero that did the most.
Yeah. They're thinking about it. But we shall see. They're really thinking about it. Come on, guys. Just ban Clockwork Axe. Be every other team. You might as well just shut down Sharkstick entirely. Okay, the CM ban. They used it to great effect last game, but I guess they don't want to repeat that.
Yep, they first picked it last game, so they value that CM pretty highly. And if they don't want it, because they get first pick, then they're going to ban it.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
guess that makes sense.
5 seconds remaining.
Then MTS going to ban Coddle Centaur. I'm ready for it.
What did they ban
Reserve
last
time.
game at the start? They banned like Life Stealer
I think it was Lifestealer Jug.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah,
There's the disrupt.
maybe, probably.
So both these teams just banning the first big supports that they got rid of first game. Or, I don't know. They first picked both these supports that they are now banning. So neither team wanting to go with the exact same strat twice. I mean, I can understand why MTS would want to change it up. They lost, but
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like they had a really good comp last game. It faltered a bit early game for Radiant, but
Reserve time.
I mean, they won, so...
I think it was really just that Alchemist went unchecked.
Alchemist
And they had a ton of team fight to back him up, so when they did finally 5v5, they had a super tanky Alchemist and a ton of team fight. And it was just too much. So they hit their power peak and just ran them over.
Monkey King
Monkey King
Slaughter
slide our
bans.
bans.
Radiant team
Interesting.
pick.
So Centaur, Axe, both in the pool.
The Clockwork Axe. Centaur is not played by Sharkstick, which is why he's a garbage offlaner.
First pick Dazzle.
All right, I'm
Dire
ready.
team pick.
I wonder if they'll
Will
forego the
they
Sharkstick.
Take the Axe.
Yeah. I'm curious. Did they go with the comfort pick for Sharkstick, or do they go for the one that's technically more... I don't know. Alright, they do go for the Axe. Second best
Dire
Sharkstick.
You
team
have
pick.
to.
Yeah, Dazzle is just too good.
It's just a direct counter to the best ability of Dazzle, so...
Yep.
And it's a really strong hero overall.
10 seconds remaining.
Value Axe pretty highly, as both of these teams do. Seeing it in
5
both
seconds
games now.
remaining.
Yep.
Interesting to see what the second pick will be. Probably a support.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they'll pick up some sort of high-impact team fight support for...
Enchantress.
Okay, I think that this might be a
Radiant
Scarlet
team pick.
Enchantress. I don't know if Loves plays micro heroes, but I know that Scarlet can play this to very decent effect.
Yeah.
And
Interesting Enchantress pick. I've seen him run offlane Enchantress as well, so maybe they're
Dire
switching it
team
up.
ban.
I don't know, I feel
Maybe
like
they're
Sharkstick is just
running-
too strong in the offlane to give it up to Chance.
Yeah.
There's the Nyx
That's a
Assassin.
Nyx.
If you want to fuck up an Enchantress, this is kind of how you do it. A hero that doesn't really need to right-click.
10 seconds.
Mana burn real
remaining.
good against Enchantress, high anti-hero. And Impale Spiked
5
Carapace.
seconds
That
remaining.
reflect damage off the Spiked Carapace if you get a good Impale shot onto that.
Also pretty good against the Axe.
Yeah, definitely.
Radiant team ban.
Huskar ban, kind of curious when you have an Axe, because you can just chop him.
Dire team ban.
Axe, the spin is pure damage, so it's really strong
Radiant team
against
ban.
Huskar, and Blink Call Blade Mail against a Huskar is also very, very strong. So curious Huskar ban, but the
Yeah.
bans seem to make sense. Terrorblade, Life Stealer, strong heroes. And Shadow Fiend ban again.
Dire team
Yep, Shadow Fiend, again, they're just not wanting Axel to get his
Radiant.
namesake.
Yeah, Radiant just saying if you want the Shadow Fiend, you're going to have to first phase it against whatever we decide, so...
And honestly, already,
10
a Shadow
seconds
Fiend pick kind of
remaining.
looks spotty against the Nyx Assassin, so even if it wasn't banned, it
5
kind of be
seconds
questionable,
remaining.
I feel like.
Nyx just kind of does every hero,
Reserve
though,
time.
Yeah.
so...
Okay, Weaver pick for Drizzit.
It's,
Radiant
Drizzit
team
Weaver.
pick.
I've seen him put in work on Weaver before. I
Yeah.
think it's much more of a Drizzit hero than the Wraith King. He seemed kind of unsure with his item build last game, but pretty solid here.
It's definitely
Nyx
a comfort
Assassin
pick.
is
10
kind of
seconds
annoying
remaining.
to deal with as a Weaver.
Yeah,
5 seconds
But-
here's the one
remaining.
thing where Impale
Real
is
strong
not blocked
against
by
Dazzle.
Beacons.
Reserve time.
It's the spike carapace makes it so that you can't like go on the Nyx, but lane should be fine. And it's strong against Dazzle because he can just kind of scooch you in, start hitting the Dazzle. You want to make the Dazzle use Grave and his spells on himself.
So are you ready to see a
Yeah,
5-man
Axe
Nyx?
and
'Cause I
Weaver
am.
are good.
Okay, Tidehunter. Absolutely
Dire team
love this
pick.
pick.
Are they planning a mid Nyx already or a support Nyx?
I think it has to be a
Maybe, right?
support. I've seen
They
support-
could run it mid though.
They could. All I know is that I absolutely adore
10
Tidehunter,
seconds
everything about him.
remaining.
Even though his ult is kind of meh late game whenever people have
5
BKBs.
seconds remaining.
His ult is his best thing about the hero
I know it is,
at all
but
stages
it
of the game.
doesn't pierce BKB, which is his one major weakness.
Yeah, but it forces the enemy team to buy BKBs early, and then when it comes to late game and you have two Ravages, they have low cooldown BKBs, and you just bait them
Radiant
out or wait
team
for it,
pick.
and then you jump in BKB.
Okay,
I really like the Warlock pick here.
now I know that you're
That's
just talking
just
nonsense.
really strong. What do you mean?
Nobody gets double Ravage on Tidehunter, literally the best rapier carrier in the game.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
No, here's what you do. You start with an Iron Talon, you fuck off to the jungle 5 minutes in whenever your lane isn't
5
going your way.
seconds
You come
remaining.
out half an hour later with a heart and Divine Rapier, and you just win.
Sure.
Reserve
Yeah.
time.
With all that attack speed.
Yeah, it's actually real legit. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Gush will lower their armor so I hit harder.
Exactly. That's the thought.
You know, the synergy is just too good.
hmm
You got me.
I'm sensing some sarcasm coming from you. Alright, there is a Juggernaut pick.
Dire
Very,
team
very
back.
stable safe lane carry. You kind of can just never go wrong with him.
Jug's pretty good against Enchantress as well, because Spin and Omni Slash both don't care about Untouchable.
10
Only thing I would
but
think it's a bit...
Axe and Warlock and Weaver are all
5
looking like
seconds
really good
remaining.
picks.
Yeah. It's not the best against Weaver. Weaver naturally just super escape
Reserve
prone.
time.
You can't do anything as a Jug against a Weaver if he has Sakushi off cooldown. Like, he's just gonna run off.
Radiant team
Yeah,
back.
and his ult too, so even if he gets put in a bad spot, Omni Slashed, you can just ult out of it, and then it's a wasted Omni Slash.
But I don't know, between the Nyx Assassin and the Tidehunter, I think that they have the means to chain stun this Weaver, assuming that Warlock and Axe are there with the
Radiant
passive
team.
counter initiation.
Both teams have really good team fight and really good initiation. Ooh, the Ember Spear.
I
team
love the Ember Spear pick here. Root, amazing
That-
against Weaver. Good for Axe.
That
and
just
Warlock.
makes this team fight super scary from the Radiant. And a Meepo pick.
Meepo?
Who's Meepo?
This is an
They don't
Axel.
have a Meepo. Axel plays Meepo?
I don't know. I guess. I don't
Right.
think I've seen him play Meepo. But hey, man, maybe he'll surprise us. I'm not sure if Meepo is the pick here.
I don't think so.
With a
I
Nyx
mean,
on the team and an Ember Spirit, I feel like Meepo real questionable.
yeah, and like Tidehunter and Ember, Nyx, like they have a lot of damage,
They
a lot
picked,
of AoE control.
they picked the
it
one
seems
mid
like
that
a
literally
really
can't
hard
build a
Meepo.
BKB. Like, you can't go BKB on Meepo. It's just strength, pretty
10
much.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, Meepo's one of those weird heroes that I don't really
5
understand.
seconds
Like,
remaining.
when he does well, you just kind of don't see him for a really long time, and then he just comes out and starts wrecking face.
All right, well, let's see how this goes. So we do have the Scarlet Enchantress. All these picks seem pretty in from MTS. I don't think that we saw 13. No, we did see 13-14 last game, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, he was the alchemist.
All right, so he is their mid player.
Okay.
I believe that it is the carry player that is. No, it's not. It's one of the support players. All I know is that Havalros Deluxe was not in the last game. That's the swap.
Correct. And the blue Legion of One was their offlane. He's playing offlane again. Same roles.
All right, so they swapped out roamers. All right, so turns out, what the fuck? So Chad has been going crazy in the pregame.
Yeah, apparently.
Loves his places on fire. All right. Loves, no matter what, you will find a reason to pause on the second game, even if it involves arson. See this consistently from him. At least this time, I guess it is a good reason.
Well, I don't know. Who do you like this game?
I don't know. I love the surprise Meepo pick out of left field, but I can never say no to Tide. I absolutely love the hero. So I feel like I gotta go with 5v5 mid.
Yeah, I'm 100% for the Radiant on this one. And it's mostly because the Meepo just like picked into counter picks. I feel.
Yeah.
Just not a good look to do that. I think, God, I don't even know what the recipe is to win for MTS. I guess like make space for your Meepo early, like win your lanes, and then snowball.
I think
Question
Scarlet has to do an insane amount of legwork early game.
Yeah, he's got to roam, get some early kills, get some early towers.
I mean, he's got the 2 smokes,
Get
so he's
your-
obviously planning on doing something with them, hopefully.
Get your axe blink up early. Have Drizzt get a Deso, and then Meepo gets like 2 Dragon Lances and a blink, and then you just like snowball to the win. I think that's how it happens, because as soon as Nyx hits his 6 and starts roaming, he's just going to pick apart any sort of like split farm that's going on. The Ember's going to be all over the map, split pushing, which is going to be insanely difficult to deal with. Jug's a hard kill for their team.
Yep.
And they have the Tide to just team fight, initiate or counter initiate with. So
I feel like Axe Blink
I
and
think
Weaver
it's just
Deso
a
should
much
happen at the same time.
easier. Yeah, it's just a much easier to execute lineup from the Radiant. It's pretty straightforward. It's just Nyx scouts and initiates, Tide jumps in, initiates, Ember does Ember things, Jug just starts hitting shit,
It's true.
Dazzle hits his buttons.
All the Dazzle
It's-
buttons. All 2 of the important
it's
ones.
like-
and the less important ones.
Yeah, for the Dire, it's just like Axe needs to call, like, I don't know, Blink Blade Mail, call the Jug, but not have the Tide there to counter initiate, or the Nyx, or the Ember. real.
Legion of One with the real solutions here. Just put tap water on it.
Alright, I'm actually gonna be right back while this is paused.
Thanks.
Alright. We are back, and... okay. Instant smoke up from Scarlet. He's going off to place a ward. Standard things with Scarlet. Whereas everybody on the Radiant, just fine, filling out. It looks like this is... okay. I guess this is an offlane Nyx and a support Tide. Starting with mangoes, it's always great. It's kind of a risky invade, especially with the ward vision. Now, Tidehunter's just trading some hits with Scarlet, but he
30
can't really
seconds
fight
to
against an
battle.
Enchantress. 55 movement speed disparity between these two heroes.
Alright, I'm back.
So it looks like we're looking at a support Tide, which I am interested in seeing.
Huh.
But the support Tide
Are
also didn't level up Gush level 1, so I'm kind of not sure. I don't know.
The battle begins.
He's going Iron Talon.
Scarlet just messaged me that he's so fucking drunk, so I can't wait to see how well he micros with his Enchantress.
Is he really?
I guess.
Dude's a legend.
So, all eyes on him for now. I don't care how any of these lanes go. I want to see this guy land.
No,
on
Tide
my
is
bets.
soloing bot.
Oh, okay, so it's an aggro try. I guess that makes sense. I was actually kind of curious why Ember was at the bot rune as well, so I guess that makes sense.
Why would you want to put Tide solo against an Axe? Doesn't Axe win that?
I feel like Axe does win that, and I'm also not sure why you would want to put a Juggernaut against a Weaver. I feel like Weaver wins that. Especially
Yeah,
with
this
the...
is real questionable.
The first step for success in this lane, though, is Loves needs to actually heal Drizzt or damage a hero instead of just healing a creep.
So Scarlet's gonna come in with a creep.
But it's a
And-
satyr, so it's just a nuke. Oh, he does have the stun now, so we'll see if he can make some
He's got
plays.
2 creeps. This
Okay,
is about to
Dazzle's
be
in
game on.
place. There's the nuke. Love's getting first blood for that.
There we go.
Now, Juggernaut, he's got spin, so he's in no danger. Big stun from Nyx. That's the real Ravage right there. And random spin for literally no reason from the Juggernaut.
I just, this is real questionable from the Radiant.
It turns out that,
Oh, Drizzt gonna go down though.
yeah,
Just poor choice.
I feel like once he saw that Juggernaut whacked him, he should have known there is vision in this area and I need to get the fuck out. Because Juggernaut did reveal that they had a sentry with an auto attack. 2 centaurs for Scarlet now. Looks like this Nyx is going to be chain stunned. Taking a lot of damage. He doesn't even get the bounty. Is he going to go down? He does. Level 1 hero is not really built to take the freaking Centaur Conquerors.
Making moves.
Even drunk, this guy is still better at micro than I am, and that is frustrating as hell.
Tide, predictably, losing bot.
Yeah.
Oh, in mid, Axel.
Axel, amazingly, doing kind of okay as Meepo. Look at him.
He
Both
got
heroes
one
are going to
net,
salve up.
but
So.
he didn't have poofs, so he almost killed him.
Right. Now, this...
Drizzt's real low again.
I'm not sure, like, what's going on with Drizzt. He knows that there's a sentry. He needs to be telling Loves to get a fucking D word out, like, now.
I don't even think they need a D word. Like, they should just be fine in the lane.
Well, you would think so.
Meepo gonna die.
Oh, he does. Okay. Dives to tower shots, maybe just a bit deep against a full health Ember. He did use chains,
just
so...
feeling real aggressive because he almost killed him, but he was low, so it didn't work out.
But now Axel is back with a vengeance. And now he's going to immediately go back onto this Ember, but Poof is a little bit late, and the
The poof did damage, though.
Yeah.
It was decent harass.
But now both Meepos are missing mana. One, like, already half down. Okay, Drizzt, he is slowed up. He does have Sakuchi mana, though, and he's being healed, so he's going to turn. Takes some damage, but still, Jug definitely have the better time in this lane. I feel.
Here comes Scarlet with the wraparound again. He's got a stun.
Centaur and an Ogre Frost Mage.
Axel actually kills the Ember mid.
Interesting. They need to stop chasing this Nyx, like, he's dead. Alright.
Good.
There's the spin.
Drizzt
Drizzt's in a
taking a lot of
lot of
damage.
trouble. One right click from... Okay, he
Goes
might have
back in.
overstayed his welcome.
I think. Is Jug gonna die? One more hit?
Oh, Scarlet's
Scarlet's
going for it.
going
He's
for it.
fast as fuck, and he is meaning business.
Gets it.
He's gonna
I think
die,
he's
though.
Unjust.
He's dead, but that's a killing spree for him, and I think that's worth.
Yeah, but you know he's drunk when he doesn't even frost armor himself. Could have lived there.
You know. He's definitely making the plays. He's 3-1 and 2. He's doing stuff.
Missing top.
And just like before,
Meepo.
early game definitely going towards MTS. Now the Drizzt is in a solo lane because Warlock had to fuck off. He had no mana or health, no hope, no desire to live. And it actually looks like,
Just cutting.
yeah, it looks like this bottom has just turned into sort of a live and let live. Tidehunter's gonna last it under his tower. Shark 6 gonna cut it. Everything's gonna be fine.
Seems about right.
This might change because Scarlet's coming in with a Hellbear Smasher.
Meanwhile, Meepo kills Ember again, but he's gonna fall to the Dazzle, probably?
No, he's not actually. And it looks like he might actually attempt to go on this. He doesn't have net mana
He
or
has
poof
no
mana,
mana,
though.
though. He needs to just run.
And there are the 2 remnants. 2 or 3. There's remnants mid. So if he's near that, that's just a
Yeah.
bomb waiting to go off.
If, he has no remnants, so that was a triple remnant that he didn't manage to get off to
That-
kill.
That's gotta suck.
That would have killed Meepo, so...
But Loves looks like he is actually going to pay for the Epo sins, and he goes down. Invis Enchantress up, unfortunately though, the creep's slightly less invisible and slower.
Missing top.
My hero icons on the map are too big. I thought they already took the tier 1 bottom because Tidehunter's fat ass was covering it.
Meepo going on Ember again, but gets chained.
Dazzle.
Yeah. He's got to play just a little bit more cautiously, I feel. He's working on that Veil.
Denied.
Common first pickup for him. And Scarlet, he's going to go in on this Tidehunter, and Tidehunter just does not give a flying fuck. He's got that level 2 and Kraken chill.
So tanky.
And he's actually going to go in on Shark Stick. Questionable, but he does have Ravage, so he's probably feeling a little bit confident.
And they gank the Meepo mid.
Meepo mid. Nyx didn't even have Vendetta for that, actually. Although I'm not sure how he possibly would in a trail lane. Unfortunately for MTS, Drizzt is on the lower half of the net worth. Definitely not something you want to see whenever this is a guy that has been in a tri-lane against...
He's gonna get a kill, though.
He is gonna get a kill.
He is to kill the Jug. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that does bring him up. Actually, it doesn't, but he gets more gold out of it. Oh, Jantress still putting in work. He's going to have his Midas soon. That'll be a big pickup. All right, Ember Spirit gone on again. There's the shield, though. Poofs coming out. The roots stop the poofs. Now Axel is in a little bit of trouble here. He might die. He does. He goes down to 1-3-14. Searing Chains came out at the perfect time to give Flame Guard as much time as possible to work on this Meepo.
And he also dodged the damage from Poof with the Remnant.
Yep.
He timed it just perfectly to do that. So he didn't even lose the Flame Guard from the Poofs.
Tidehunter's had Ravage for a while now. I feel like he needs some, like, I don't know, try to make something happen top. I don't know.
I mean, he's happy just farming up. Everything's going pretty according to plan for the Radiant. Loves fighting the Dazzle.
The support battle of the century. Two supports, both with heals. Okay, now Loves is in a little bit of trouble. Oh wait, no, Axel's coming in. Daddy's here to save you. Shallow Grave comes
he
out.
Still might die.
Oh, he's definitely dead. Even if, like...
Oh, he lives!
I was under orders.
Ravage was used to kill Scarlet in the bot lane.
Earmuff is going to take some harass, but, like, he's got Omni Slash and he's
Meepo's
actually
coming.
TPS.
Is he going to get the net in time?
No. No Blink Dagger on him quite yet. He's working on that first Dragon Lance. Oh. Huh.
Dire's middle tower
Interesting.
is
I thought that
under
Earthbind
attack.
worked on Spell Immune, but it doesn't.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I guess I was just thinking
me
of
too.
Naga Net.
Ember finds a Meepo.
But does he kill a Meepo? Both heroes rooted up, but Axel getting the worst of it. He goes down. That's another 400 gold for Ember just about. And Dazzle's just going to heal him right back up.
And that's the
Dire's
Veil
bottom tower is
for
under
Ember.
attack.
So
Yeah, big pickup.
Meepo had a good start. He did well in the lane, but he just needed to fall back and farm in the jungle, I think.
Sharkstick still definitely winning the farm game. He's got a 10-minute Blink Dagger. Way better than you could expect for any solo
This
offlane.
is go time for Axe.
Oh yeah. He is
He
ready.
needs to take over this game now. Give space for the Meepo, because the Meepo's been roaming around trying to make things happen.
Ember, though, is a tough target. Mid might not be where he wants to set up. I feel like Juggernaut is definitely the safer and easier pick-off here. But
Yeah.
looks like he's going to go for it. He calls creeps. Unfortunate.
It's the highest priority. Killing the Ember would be the best for the team.
Alright, Scarlet coming in with the army. But the Dark Troll Summoner is about to run out, actually, so... No place to be made just yet. It's going to be looking for one of these creeps, but unfortunately... No hard CC in the offlane camps, and... Radiant safe lane are being cleared by Tide. So it's pinged out, they do have vision. Tidehunter knows that Scarlet's coming.
And the Nyx and the Ember team up.
Nyx does have
Managed
Vendetta
to
now.
Pick off, yeah, with the Vendetta. They scout out the
Radiant's
Meepo,
top tower is
farm
under
in the
attack.
jungle, and he dies.
Yeah, this is, things were looking real good
Tide
for
getting
Radiant.
going on bot. Maybe.
There's a
He's
TP in
coming.
from somebody, can't see.
Nice
Ember
call.
Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is is under attack.
Well, on the Tidehunter, no Ravage was used, dead for 30 seconds, with no possibility of coming in for a 1 second
Nice
save.
call by Axe.
But now Scarlet has to run. He's back up to full health. I don't see Ember Spirit actually trying for this.
He could have, but would have had to use Remnants to get in range.
Missing top.
He doesn't have Sleight of Fist to do the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains combo, so.
And after Remnants are used up, you are at the mercy of Axe, who is real spooky right now.
Never refuse gold given.
Radiant's middle tower is
It
under
looks
attack.
like this Meepo might die again. He's a bit too far forward. Vendetta
Gets the
strike,
stun.
there's the stun. Oh, and the Ravage comes out too.
And
This
then
is
Ravage for it.
dead.
That's a dead Meatball.
This has been
Axe managed to pick up the Dazzle kill, but like, not getting high priority targets.
yeah. This
Killing
Meepo
the
has
Tide
had a
was
lot of
nice.
deaths in a very short time. It's really cutting into his farm.
Killing the Tide was pretty nice because that delayed the is gonna delay the mech, and he's getting the tower, but he needs to.
Radiant's top tower
I don't
is
know.
under
I didn't
attack.
see that one. I guess Omni Slash.
Yeah, Omni Slash was expended, but
Radiant's top tower
I
has
don't
fallen.
see how that is ever a problem for Weaver. I mean, he had time lapse up and mana for it.
Missing.
I guess it just came as a surprise, or he was. Ravage was still down. I don't know. Loves is in a lot of trouble though. Slowed up by the mad plays with the tree, but Anchor Smash brings him down anyways.
Coral reef on your grave.
Now Drizzt's gonna look for the return kill on this Dazzle. Okay, he actually stops at the Tidehunter. Not sure why. I feel like
Sakuchi was running out.
I guess. And Chug has swapped to taking over some mid lane farm as Ember looks around for kills. And looks like he wants Drizzit. As he's there. There's the Searing Chains and the triple Remnant. He goes down. No time lapse available. Can you not use it while you're rooted?
Oh, I think you can.
I'm just not sure why he's so hesitant to use time lapse. I feel like twice now it could have saved his life, maybe.
Radiant structures
Yep.
are fortified.
I would agree. Meepo's dead again.
Yeah, me. Oh, that's
Oh,
a
maybe
lot
we
of
can
damage
try
coming out, but there's the Searing Chains on the worst possible Meepo, the one that had no health left to speak of.
Dire's top tower is under
Stun up
attack.
onto Loves, he's gonna go
Loves
down.
get stunned.
Oh, Sharksick with a
There's the
huge
blink call.
initiation though.
Fire Initiate.
Tidehunter goes down,
Dire's top
but
tower
I mean
is
Ravage
under
was still on
attack.
cooldown, so there wasn't much for him to contribute anyways.
It's just too little.
Yeah, they definitely need to stop the bleeding here. Oh, another big call
Nice
onto this
one,
Juggernaut.
call.
This could be huge. And the chop. Axe doesn't give a shit about that spin. Juggernaut unfortunately brought a sword to an axe fight, and it didn't go well for him. Now Axel's back here, and he means some business. Juggernaut's down for 20, so I don't know if they want to make a play. This would kind of be the time to make it. Scarlet doesn't have a really good
Tide
CC.
has Ravage again though.
He does. But he doesn't have a TP. Is he
Gets the
walking?
net.
Tie TP down for 9, so he has to walk all the way up here. Like, he's still coming.
Ember gets added.
Yeah, but the Searing Change was there to stop it. And Axel goes down to Omni Slash and all sorts of other things. There's the Ravage. Big counter initiation. Loves is going to go down now, too. And looks like Drizzit might as well. He doesn't have mana for time lapse. It's a big mistake that you see some Weavers make when the chips are down. Just don't have it.
Radiant's middle
But he will
tower
still
is
get out.
under attack.
Not enough catch outside of ults or Ember for...
They try and force a fight. 3 dead. Real tragic. They're just not. I don't know. They just don't. I think they just got out drafted this game. I don't know what to say other than that. Like, they need their Axe to be a superstar right now. Get huge blink calls, followed up by the Warlock and the Meepo.
I gotta
But
be honest, I
They
don't...
kind of need more farm.
And I don't think it's entirely on Axe. Like, Meepo was an interesting...
Axe is
we got
their
hit
only
there.
initiation. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And the Radiant just have Nyx to scout out, initiate. Ember's just super elusive, and all you have to catch is really Axe. Because once you're in the fight, like, you can kind of get it with Meepo, but he needs the farm.
Yeah.
Tide is also initiation, so.
Meepo just hasn't really been farming, like... Well, there's Nyx Assassin. He might be looking for something. Got a vision on this, but he is in a pretty awkward spot.
He's just scouting them all out.
Oh, but there's the vision. They know he's there now.
Can he get the
Dire's
net?
top tower is under
Go
attack.
out. There's another sentry placed. Yeah. No dust,
And
unfortunately,
Nyx
looks like.
just scuttles away.
Alright, big call onto Ember Spirit. This could be huge. He could go down to a chop, but the root is there. And the slow along top of Weave. Scarlet does end up taking...
Drizzt going deep.
Oh, God.
Gets
Drizzt
blown up.
gets destroyed. And now Axe is in an awkward spot. There's the chain disables. He looks like he's going down.
Tide, no Ravage.
Yeah. No Ravage
Omni
and no mana,
Slash.
but really need it.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Now Axel's looking
Slash
like
picked
he
Radiant's
it.
middle
Saw
tower
it.
has fallen.
Scarlet ends up
Managed to
taking the
get
tower with the Dark Troll.
but cost them two of their cores and their Enchantress.
There's the big stun, and Axel's they're gonna try to blow him up, and a final Mjolnir
Kill
proc
him.
will do it. Maelstrom,
Going
not Mjolnir.
through Shrine. That's when you know things are bad. When you pop the Shrine and you just die through it.
And this is the return tier 1 kill for Dire, but I mean, they got the tier
They
1
have a
and
bunch
kills.
of mana
So.
boots. And they have a healing ward, and there's nothing
Radiant's
that's
bottom
going to stop
tower
them.
is under attack.
They got
Yeah.
Ravage.
Ravage up, waiting for the big old counter initiation, but he went mech instead of Blink Dagger, so not really the...
He's close to Blink. They could just run at them at this point.
He could, but it looks like they aren't going to.
Big initiation.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's the Diffusal Blade pickup for Juggernaut.
This is getting out of control real fast. Nice Blink call by Axe. Can they
Radiant's
get
bottom
him? Does he have
tower is
remnants
under
up?
attack.
He
Looks
has
like he
no
does
remnants.
not. None
He's
for 8
gonna
seconds.
die.
He goes down to the chop. So a lot of gold going directly into the pocket of Sharkstick, who, being the kind of playmaker on this team right now, he definitely needs it. Love to see maybe a Crimson up on him to help deal with some of the physical damage coming out from Tide and Jug. Who knows?
He kind of needs BKB too, though.
He does kind of need BKB. It is one of the things about Tide that you were mentioning earlier. Yeah, really need BKB to prevent that counter initiation. Sharkstick with the call onto nothing for no reason. Cheeky Carapace to stun him up while Battle Hunger's on him. Yeah. Both teams will just kind of go on their way. Amazingly, Axe keeping up on last hits with the Juggernaut.
Chris Meepo, after having such a good start in lane, look at him. He's 4th lowest net worth. Weaver is just behind him as well.
Alright, Sharkstick is still lagging, which might be why he just called nothing instead of the Nyx.
Yeah.
Is Meepo going to attempt Roche? Doesn't have the lifesteal talent yet. I don't think he can. Not sure where he's going. Loves with the real talk. Things aren't going great. Look, guys, I bought a battle pass.
What a player you are.
Mm-hmm. Haven't bought levels
Let's
yet.
see. Drizzt is like 800 away from the Deso.
And there's the save.
Heyo.
I would have loved to have him cast with me. But I knew that T2 was going to flake. And that his team would desperately need him here.
It's true. Oh, what's this little Roshan icon?
That tells spectators when it's up and how long it has until it respawns. Have you really not noticed that yet?
No.
Yeah, it's really neat.
That's cool.
Yep.
Speaking of Roshan, is Meepo gonna try and do it? I don't think he can.
I don't think he can either. Like, I feel like if he tries to go into Roche, that is a bad idea. Especially with the Radiant Ward giving full vision of it. If Meepo goes into Roche, he dies 100%. No, he's not going into Roche, he's just going to stand outside of it, contemplating existence.
The classic AFK play.
Ah, he
You'll
knew.
never see it coming.
He knew that there was a ward there.
Maybe it's a bait.
He's still in ward vision. Well, there's the root and the triple ray. He dies. All right.
It turns out it wasn't a bait.
All right.
Real tragic.
I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe the pauses interrupted, like, what he was trying to do. But, eh.
I don't know.
Nick's working on that catch-up Midas.
They need... Yeah, he's not even that far behind.
Weaver still going for that Deso. He'll have it probably 25 minutes-ish, barring any sort of major technical difficulties. I'm not giving him enough credit.
Well, they have a medal on the Warlock.
Oh. Dying of courage real good. It's making him tanky. He's going to live. No, he's not. Oh, Ravage comes out onto Sharkstick immediately as he jumps in. There's the Omni Slash out.
It's almost nothing.
They're chasing him. But,
Really split up fight. Meepo goes down.
yeah, unfortunately, Sharkstick calls while the Blade Fury was just out of range, so they're not locked up, and it left him without any options to re-engage.
Yeah, Drizzt just really needs that Deso so that he can start actually doing damage.
Yep.
I think they get a couple kills there if he has it.
He's slowly working up. I don't think that they can really defend this tower. I mean, they do have Golem up, so maybe they could try. But I feel like they probably want to just let it go. Alright, there's the big initiation from Sharkstick. Massive damage coming out. There's the stun. Chaotic Offering goes out. Kraken Shell immediately procs, keeping Legion from getting locked down. But they're chasing. Ember Spirit does have 3 remnants up, so he can either run away or turn. Biscuit uses dust? Or smoke? Alright. 1334 has to leave, but the impetus just goes further.
Drizzt, is he gonna get the kill?
Drizzt is going to get the nukes,
He dies.
but
But
thoughts of
there's
travel
the kill.
on Axe. Alright. Baldros, he's running away. Sharkstick's looking for him, doesn't quite catch him.
Pretty solid fight, all set up by the Axe.
Yeah, good defense.
Dyer's
So
I
call
would like
this.
to see the rack. Oh, there we go.
Oh boy, there's the Nyx. It's caught, he's stunned up. Net misses first time, second time hits.
Oof,
There he goes.
oof.
Now Legion is in some danger.
That's your spells, Meepo. Oh shit, he did it!
Ah, he still dies tank smash. Oh my god, this freaking
They did it!
Tidehunter just takes no damage. And it looks like they're gonna get a tier 2 as well on top of that.
That was a pretty solid play. I don't know, Ember's up.
Ember's up, but
Going for the flanking play. They see him because they have the ward.
yeah.
Or
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
think that Ember has to let this go.
Radiant structures.
Maybe you can blow up the Enchantress.
no buyback. They have Ravage.
Oh, but it's used on nearly nothing. Only Loves gets caught by it. Scarlet does end up going down.
Scarlet got caught by it as well.
Radiant's bottom
Drunk God can't do
Love's
enough.
gonna die.
Loves tries to hide in trees. He says pulls no before he dies, but it's not meant to be.
They didn't get the big kill there, the axe. But gets told to stop all chatting.
13-14, strict as ever. Graduated from the military academy, 1985.
Not in 13-14.
Bit too late.
On
Oh,
the
the
slash.
jumps.
It's
So many creeps hit. And Drizzt will be fine, it looks like. Unless he stops farm this cam and 13-34 comes out. Oh, just barely. Searing Chains hit both the creeps. That has gotta hurt.
Refuse gold given.
He's still getting chased though. Oh, nice juke. Oh,
Once this, and now Sharksik's gonna
hit
come
him,
in.
Drizzt. Oh,
Is over.
the rock.
You down to side.
Rock feels like a little bit overkill, but you know what? Whatever Loves needs to do to get that shit done.
Meanwhile, ooh, Meepo missing the net. Number 3. Just
But-
hit him.
Dire's
Slowed
Fuck
up
him.
massively.
under attack.
Oh, you gotta net him. There's no net available.
He dies anyways.
Oh, yeah, Geostrike. The damage over time is really
Strike
good.
real good.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So I talked a lot of shit that
Dire's bottom
Oh.
thought
tower
it was the
has
Radiant's
fallen.
game, but the Dire put in work. Another
Right.
blade mail call just kills the jug.
This Axe Blink
Radiant
Blade
gotta
Mail
get
is
their
putting
shit
in
together.
massive work.
Radiant's top tower
And it
is
looks
under
like
attack.
Axel's going to try to take this tier 2 mid. Not sure if there's going to be much resistance, actually.
Radiant's
Axel
middle tower
has
is
his
under attack.
second Dragon Lance on the way.
God loves. Alright. Scarlet, stop being drunk. He's your teammate.
Drizzt's going for a BKB. I like that item next. I think he needs it.
Yep.
Scarlet is going for a Aghanim Scepter. He's got a Hurricane Pike and a Midas.
Does Lincoln's block Searing Chains? Oh,
We go
big
on the
stun
Meepo.
onto
That's a
Meepo.
Meepo.
And Sleight of Fist brings him down. Fairly typical.
That's just what has me worried about this team.
Well, Scarlet and Sharksik are ready to do some work, it appears. Especially if this Tidehunter
Got a
walks
nice
into their
ward.
vision.
You see
They
the
see him.
Tide. He's real tanky.
It's tanky, but Impetus doesn't.
Is he gonna
He
ult?
Kraken Shell.
Does he have backup?
Looks like he's gonna go down to a karate
Just
chop.
bring him down.
Like cordwood.
I guess he decided that he would save Ravage for another day. Which probably might have been the right call.
Probably, but he's dead with no buyback because he bought back last fight.
Yeah.
So if they really wanted to push it, Rock's not up for another 35. They don't. Very small window. No Tide. And Rock being up.
Very small window, but it
They
is a
should
window.
use it to take Roche though. If they were ambitious enough. They got the Deso and the Metal, and Enchantress is untouchable to tank.
Yep. It could
But
definitely go
instead,
well.
they're going for mid tower. Looks like
Which
Radiant's
mid tower
middle
is almost
tower
dead.
under
I kind of agree with this play.
Radiant's middle tower has
pretty
fallen.
nice.
But now
Sweet.
they've got more time.
Dire's
They
top
can do
tower
stuff.
is under attack.
And it looks like the stuff they're going to do is just walk around. Lowe's is
Yeah,
going to channel a
just back now.
full upheaval to literally 0 effect and then TP out.
They might catch this Jug. He's
There's Axel. He's going in. There's the spin. He's going to die, I think. That is a super dead Meepo. The shark stick
sick
call
blood call.
onto 3. Chop immediately out onto the person. Stun up on shark stick though. He goes down. Scarlet not soon to live after. Now Drizzt just has to run away.
Looks like they had two different plans and they weren't quite on the same page.
Yep.
If that Axe Blink called before the Meepo died, completely different fight, but they just weren't quite in the right position to do that.
Yep.
This is kind of the same thing last game, in the same area as last game, where it's like Axel gets picked off, and then they try and take a fight shorthanded.
It's so empty in here.
Ah, shut the fuck up, Bottle. Not Bottle, Nublet.
Yeah, bottle.
We're casting.
Oh no.
Alright,
Dire's
muted that
middle
guy.
tower is under attack.
Sorry about
Radiant's
that.
bottom tower is under
Mid
attack.
tier 2, going to be pressured by various people. It's going in, and there's the upheaval channeled. Ember Spirit's real slow. But I mean, this is
This is real
dangerous.
deep for Drizzt.
Kinda gotta be careful here. Sleight of Fist just barely misses.
That's
No
out,
Singer
though.
Chains as well. And Tidedown is just gonna go home. He blinked in the tree. He's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, they don't want to fight without the Ravage, for sure.
Gold for me.
This Jug has had these same items for the past, like, 10 minutes, I want to say.
Yeah.
Just seeing no item progression, so he really wants to get his Manta or something so he can get out of net.
There's the call onto Dazzle. Not the most value target, but he does actually go down to Weaver's right clicks. Time lapse from Drizzt
Axe is
back
gonna
up.
go down, though, it looks like.
Axe taking some damage, but he actually. Oh, and then there's the Omni Slash. Lovis walks into it, allowing it to continue for some reason. Earmuff Maniac taking
Rock
some
off.
serious damage from Drizzt. He needs to cast Rock. There it is. Now he can die, knowing that he's contributed all he will. Team fight. Legion of One taking some serious damage from Impetus. And there's the Ember Spirit. Oh, Upheaval slowing him down massively. He's gonna die. Barely manages to dodge.
It does hit.
Yep,
No
it does.
miss.
And Titan Hunter's just gonna aggro jungle, because why not? But this leaves them free to push down mid with Deso and this Golem. I'm not sure if they
Yes,
can actually
but
take anything, though.
Tide has Ravage, so...
And
Pretty even fight overall. Rock was used, no Ravage was used, so...
yep.
Getting some damage on the tower. The Rock.
So though every time Sharksick dies, it's just a huge amount of gold feeding directly into Radiant. He is their top. He is the top
Yes.
farmed in the game. On an axe of all heroes.
Yeah, it was the BKB for Weaver.
Big pickup.
Like to see a Roche by the Dire. I think they should have taken it twice by now already. They have the Deso, they have a Metal, they have a Meepo, they have an Enchantress. Like, they should be abusing their Roche advantage.
Damn, Sharksick might be in a little bit of trouble. He's slowed up, and
Meepo's coming in though.
the Nets, big Nets, Ravage, massive onto 4. Or actually only 2 technically.
Let death be I speak of final rights.
Yep.
All right, and they're gonna take Roche off the back of that. Big pickups.
Sure.
Literally 0 initiating power without Axe in the picture.
And Rock on cooldown, so no threat, no contest.
Neither was Ember
Weaver's
is
gonna
standing
try and
outside the
split
pit.
push, but not gonna get to their base fast enough, I don't think.
So I actually have a question for you about this Meepo's build. Do you like it? I don't think I've seen 3 Dragonlances on a Meepo before. I feel like they usually stop at 2 and then get the blink.
I think it really depends how well you're doing. I think he really needed the blink earlier because as soon as the axe started making moves, you just want to blink and poof in
Dire's middle tower
on
has
top of
fallen.
whatever axe calls.
Makes
But
sense.
he's just been getting caught out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
think I can't really say all that well because I'm not a Meepo player and I don't really know how the hero works, but I think he should be doing
I'll
much
take
better.
that as tribute.
generally want to just like farm with the other meepos, have your main meepo with a blink threatening the other lanes.
So this Enchantress has Ags and Hurricane Pike. And Midas, of course, but that's not big.
Yeah, this
Some
Enchantress
damage.
is the real core. The
Yeah.
meepo is just kind of soaking up damage.
Drizzt's in a spot. Valros is going to stun him up. He actually does go down, and there's a Sentry Ward. He just dies. And
Now the Omni Slash used.
I guess that's the
He's got-
Nyx's show-off of Ags.
Jug has the blink. Nyx has Ags.
Yep.
This is pretty big power spike now for the Radiant.
Nyx
They
just
have
having fun with
Ravage
the girl.
in 10, so
Radiant's
looks like they're
top
going to
tower is
go
under attack.
for the win here.
Yep. And I think
Yeah,
that this is
Ravage.
actually the perfect time for them, too. Except, ideally,
Weaver's
the
dead,
Juggernaut
no
would be with the
buyback.
group.
Yeah, he's on his way. Had to pick up his Manta.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's in a perfect... Oh, he's actually taking quite a bit... Oh. Stunned up.
And they
Scarlet.
don't get off the rock.
That's unfortunate. That's a huge loss. There's the Ravage. Big plays. Actually, no chop onto the Juggernaut, probably because he had Aegis, so no matter what is happening. And Scarlet does end up dying.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This
Yeah,
tower
team
is
fight.
just food.
Too strong. That Warlock needed to be back in the tier 4s,
Yeah.
just sitting there.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Like they have 4 melee on the other team. You shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Alright, Weaver's going to do whatever he can to try to slow it down, but honestly, it's not much.
Yeah, that's just a dead set of racks.
Only consolation is that they
go
can't
for
get
another
Megas.
sad. I mean, they could go for the win, but Rock is up. They know it. They're out.
Gold for me.
Looks like they're going to try to take tier 2 bottom, which is the play. Wave's in an amazing spot for it.
It is, but if I'm Dire, I'm hoping they fight this tier 2 or go for it, because we got Rock, you don't have Ravage.
Dire's
Perfect
bottom
time to
tower
fight.
is under attack.
Let's see what they do, though.
This Burk
Cypher's
can't fight.
top, Nyx in the jungle.
It looks like this tower will go down before Sharkstick is able to respawn, maybe. He immediately bots in to the backlines, actually. They went to the shrine. Oh, Rock comes out, but Ravage Man manages to TP away. Dazzle also gets out somehow. They get nothing for that. And they used Rock.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's massive, actually.
Real questionable Rock there.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Just the missed net by Axel as well, so they didn't even pick up the Dazzle kill.
The funny thing, too, is that, like, there were so many other nets to use. I think he only used one.
His Meepo was impressive in the laning stage, but once he got roamed on, it's just been pretty lackluster, I want to say.
Alright,
He
so
needed to fall back into the jungle, get his farm, but hasn't been able to.
judging from the quick buy, it looks like Scarlet is going to be farming up a Moon Shard. So do you think that this stays on Enchantress or goes to the Weaver?
I think he's just got to think about himself at this point.
Probably.
You gotta expect like one of you, or I don't know.
Oh, big stun onto the Invis Weaver. There's the Ravage onto almost the entire team. Time lapse from Drizzit, so he's going to be just fine for now. Gets stunned up by the Spiked Carapace. Upheaval's going, though. There's big triple remnant. Axel gets real low, but he does actually go down. Now Legion of One is left trying to slow some people up. Maelstrom proc does bring down Drizzit, and Loves goes next to the Omni Slash and right clicks. Sharkstick, big pickup. Legion of One doesn't have the mana for the chop though, so he will get out. Sharksick has absolutely nothing to re-engage with, so he just has to get back. They're poking him, but they can't quite bring him down. And this Nyx Assassin is just being a nuisance. Burrow, real good. Okay, he's going to be trying for a Shiva's Guard. I think that's the right play here. Slow down the attacks of Juggernaut. Keep your mana for a bit longer. Oh boy, Sharksick's stunned up. He's in trouble. Spiked Carapace will be up in 4. Not quite fast enough unless he gets rooted up. Axe in some trouble. Gush does bring him down. Enchantress next to go. Rock follow up, but it's not
down the
enough.
Ember. Nice upheaval there.
God, that freaking Impale was a ravage. Now, Axel getting real low on one Miko. He does actually go down to the Juggernaut's right clicks. Juggernaut man fighting with the Golem and Drizzit. Oh, the Nyx Assassin.
And Drizzit had a pretty good fight there.
He did, but now
He
he's
chased
down for
down
100
the
seconds, no buyback.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Got a couple kills that fight. Just
I have to
They
ask,
need-
though.
the blink call and the rock to just be in synchronization and just massive
Dire's
to win
bottom
these
tower
fights
is under
at this
attack.
point.
I mean,
So,
Dire's bottom
we
tower
talked
is
about
under
this last game a little bit about the itemization issues on Drizzit, so I just have to ask now, what does Lincoln Sphere save him from this game? There's a slow on Dazzle,
it's
which
the
Universal Squishy.
Nyx.
Dire's top tower
What
is under
mana burn?
attack.
Because Impale doesn't get blocked, because it's point target, not single target.
Yeah, but it's like Gush, Nyx, the Diffusal.
Oh, I guess the
But,
E-Blade, it blocks the
It
E-Blade.
blocks things. Yeah. It'll block the E-Blade. Like, it's a good item on Weaver pretty much all the time. He does go damage though.
Yeah, looks like he's
He
actually going
decides
for a
instead he
Bloodthorn,
needs more damage.
which is probably
Lincoln's is
better.
almost always good on Weaver because he always needs like the mana, health regen, and all that. Lets him
guess.
just spam his spells and be really annoying, as well as gives him some survivability. Like even if you're not blocking game-changing spells, you're still blocking spells, being harder to lock down.
Oh. Nyx Assassin shows up bottom lane, says, hey, that's a nice mana pool you've got there, Enchantress. It would be a shame if somebody burned it. And Enchantress does go down. And there's the buyback to defend top.
10 seconds on rock. They need the blink call and the rock to just hit all of them.
Yep.
While the fatal bomb.
Now there's a big Ravage onto 5, actually. Absolutely massive. Shrine is popped, though. They're all regenning pretty quickly. Legion 1 in a pretty tough spot. Kraken Shell is going to keep him alive for a while, but does he actually get out here? He does. Blinks away. There's the TP. 2 dead for
One
Dire.
falls.
Now Drizzit's looking for this Ember Spirit. He does find him. 1347, gonna remnant away though. He should be fine. And Nyx Assassin still doing mad work. Brings down Axel in the back lines because they kind of forget that he's there, I guess. And they're pinging him out now. They know he's there. They just don't have detection for him.
Is under attack.
Come on, sprites.
God, this has to be real fucking frustrating. Ah! The Carapace to block the call. This Nyx, man. Run, Nyx, run. Alright,
He's dead,
he's
finally.
getting out. That took way too long, though. Any sort of advantage they could have gotten from
That
pushing while the
was
Juggernaut's dead. The
A
Nyx.
pretty good fight, though. Like, they were all there. They got off a decent rock. got off the bonds. Axe did some work.
School, give it.
They did. It was a good fight, but I don't know. I still think that the Knicks did an absolutely amazing job creating space, preventing any sort of objective taking from Dyer.
Well, Dyer was pushed in their base. They weren't going to take any objectives off this anyways.
You can believe they could have taken Roche.
The Knicks made a disaster fight for the Radiant into about an even fight for them.
Yeah.
Because he picked up some kills there.
This new player that they brought in, really doing some decent work.
Yep.
I mean, it is pretty helpful, though, that Knicks kind of counterpicked himself. 420 and 8. That is not the stats that you want to see on your mid. I didn't know it was quite that bad.
Damn. He has died a lot. And the crazy thing is, he won his lane.
He did win his lane. But then he got a bit too overconfident, I feel. Maybe did some things he shouldn't have.
I'm sure you just, like, actually need to go and jungle more as a Meepo and get a blink as a Meepo. Things that this Meepo is not doing.
He's going for the Scotty now. That's not what the blink has to look like.
Yep.
And looks like we're going to see the 5-man push top. We've got Ravage up, we've got all the remnants up.
Aegis this fight. Is that Aegis and Cheese?
No, that is just Aegis. I believe that is the second Aegis that we've
Just a
seen.
second. Yeah, I keep saying it, but Dyer really should have taken Roshan a couple times.
Yep.
And they
Oh, big.
And
Initiate off the Shark Stick, but
Nice.
there's the counter Ravage
Counter
and the
Ravage.
Shivas. Scarlet goes down to the back line, so that's a major source of damage down. Meepo's going down as well. He does end up dying. Shark Stick goes to Drizzt's trying to do whatever he can, but Legion of One is doing everything that he can, and the GG comes out from Axel. Game 2
That's
going
it.
to 5v5 mid. What a tragedy. So,
decent blink call to get the fight started, but just the counter initiation by Tide was too good. And the Knicks picking off the big damage dealer at the start of the fight in the Enchantress.
honestly, Enchantress was really the only one doing any sort of real damage to Tidehunter. Like, even Drizzit with Deso wasn't putting a dent in that Kraken shell with all the armor that he had on top of it.
Yeah.